Another question from Lisa. Lisa, you just mentioned the price, the cost of living, the cost of education.
Yeah.
How do you compare the cost of education from Canada? I'm pretty sure you're well familiar, well versed with the cost living in here of education and accommodation and other things. So how do you compare the cost between the two?
Sure. I mean, there's two different factors to this. In terms of the actual tuition fee, on average, you're looking at around £12,000 annually in British pounds. That's your tuition and all your materials and books that you might need for it. Mm-hmm. Secondary to that, you've got your living expenses, and we estimate around £800 per month for accommodation, transport, social life, food, mobile phone, all those important things. Students can make it cheaper than 800. They tend not to in their first year while they're the first year abroad, and they can make it more expensive depending on their budgets. But as an average, around £800 per month. If you compare that to London, for example, which most students use as the benchmark, and actually it isn't.
I'm sorry to interrupt. So whenever we say London in here, we say London, Ontario,
London, UK,
or London, UK, just
our
to make
London.
sure that we are far away from London, Ontario.
So our London, UK, in comparison, you can probably add about 40% onto that. A living cost, you won't find anything less than £1,000 per month, and tuition fees 16,000 annually. Mm-hmm. So we're considerably more affordable, but not compromising on the academic quality. That's the most important thing. Just because we're less doesn't mean the quality is less. I think secondary to that, we also have the added benefit that bachelor's can be done in 3 years versus 4 years here, and masters can be done in 1 year versus 2 years here. So there's already an instant saving in terms of the length of the duration that the student will be studying.